What is going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday night. Unfortunately for Brian, he's not happy because
I'll be putting my business out there.
Sorry, it was just funny. Shout out to EA college football.
Not funny at all.
It's been hilarious. Hope you're all having a good night.
Caleb getting beat down by Buck. That was pretty funny.
Oh. That's why Caleb doesn't show his face around here.
That's right.
What's going on, everybody? It is still Conspiracy. We're going to get this started. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Let's get it going.
Image, your beats are so fire.
I feel we can beat the Browns. We can compete with Baltimore if they have Lamar, and we're right there with the
Bengals. That young man put his life on the line for you, for your entertainment.
We were talking all before the game. You know, everyone was like, "Nah, Ravens don't have a shot," and they're right there. What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy coming close to the end of the summer. I don't know. It's August. It feels like it gets hotter until October, which I hate. Kind of miss the cold weather right now because in California, it is hot as hell. But I'm here with my two good friends, my compadres, my people that are my yang and my yang. What?
Okay, I don't like the way you said that, but I'm saying I don't think that's true anyway because we told you for months to change that intro. I'm not appearing on the show again until you change the intro.
Well, when I make some money, I will definitely change the intro. Okay.
You have an editor right down there on the bottom of the screen.
You need money to make an intro.
I need money to fix it though. But I'm here with the ever so pleasant Hendo and Bronny. How you guys doing today? Happy Tuesday. What's going on? Chilling like a villain?
Top villain.
Bronny, right before we get on, you were talking about NCAA. How you been liking NCAA? I haven't really got your thoughts on it.
I'm enjoying it quite a bit most of the time.
It's not today?
This is the second time that something tragic has happened to my NCAA, my college EA dynasty. I got to Miami, which was my chosen school, my alma mater there, and I won a championship. And then once I got in the recruiting class of a lifetime, and then before I got to play a game with them, I saved over the file. And then tonight, I started from scratch, trying to move past that. I'm coaching Boston College in the college football playoff semifinal. And I said, hey, you know what? I just want to get to the championship game. So we got a show. I want to get to it real quick, play it, get to the end of the season. And I forced the win, but I forced the win for the wrong team. And I got beat 45-7. And now I'm a year away again. Other than that, it's great.
I know this is going off topic, but with them showing what the playoffs are going to look like in the game, how excited are you guys for the actual season of college to play out like that?
I'll be very excited if Cam Ward is the same Cam Ward that he was at Washington State.
How about you, Hendo? I know you watch some college, but are you excited about the playoffs and how they're going to kind of shake it up this year? We're going to have more teams of it being able to have some upsets or get to the national championship game.
I mean, it's good to have sports, but I'm not really excited. It's going to be the same 4 or 5 teams that's destined to win a national championship, probably from the SEC.
Yeah. I mean, Florida State. I mean, they look good during the regular season, but when the playoffs roll around, they just go disappearing.
And who's your college team?
Michigan State, and I say that with a full chest. I love Michigan State.
All right, Kirk Cousins.
I'm a Magic Johnson fan.
Yeah,
From Michigan State.
Yeah, you are.
Magic Johnson ain't been in Michigan State since like 1978.
Facts, and Ferris would know that because he was a fan back then too.
You wasn't even born. You ain't got a hold of that.
I like Michigan State.
Florida State and
not even Le'Veon Bell, just Magic Johnson.
Right.
Le'Veon Bell, a buddy of mine when I went to high school with played at Michigan State.
Didn't Plaxico go to Michigan State as well? Or?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Also, Tom Izzo, I loved him as a coach. Shout out to Tom.
Fake ass.
All right, let's get into preseason week 2. Nothing crazy. Nothing. Oh my God. I think as we get it, do we have one more preseason week or 2 more? I believe one more. So we got one more. We're gonna see probably some more starters playing. What did you guys think? What do you think about Chicago? They're 3-0. Caleb Williams.
I don't know why we're talking about Chicago.
I'm just talking preseason. What do you guys think about
Yeah, why don't we talk about the Cardinals preseason too? Or you just talk about Chicago? We
could talk about that.
Going out there with all of the would-be Carolina Panther players and looking like they're about to win the division. Whatever.
I feel someone's a little salty right now. It's okay. Endo, your backup QB. I last week watching some Raven content creators shows talking about their backup QB situation was horrible. He goes 11 for 11.
That's a preseason game, bro. I wouldn't expect to see that ever happen again. But he did well. I mean, I don't trust him during the regular season, but what you gonna do?
He did okay.
Well, what I'm saying is I saw a few streams where Ravens content creators were really, really hard on the backup QBs, and
because they sucked.
Yeah. Well, because I think I don't know. Did you guys? I don't remember who said it in a stream. It might have been Jose. If Lamar went down, you guys would be in trouble. So I would. That's why
First of all, I don't care who the backup is. If Lamar goes down, we're in trouble. This team is not built to survive any other quarterback outside of Lamar Jackson.
Man, you just full of sunshine and rainbows today, aren't you?
That's the truth. Like what? I mean, maybe Patrick Mahomes, maybe Josh Allen. Outside of maybe 3 quarterbacks in the league, nobody could take this roster with the island of misfit toys and do anything in the playoffs. No offensive line. Hoping Derrick Henry can be the Derrick Henry of old.
Okay, so let's go.
Flowers from my Boston College.
Well, let's go into this question then. Should the Ravens be favored in the AFC North? Like I've been seeing a lot of preseason rankings. A lot of I've seen people predicting records, and it seems like the Ravens are going to go 12-4. 13-4, 12-5. I seen 14-3.
Yeah, they high on that one.
It's funny because you look at the AFC North, we all say it's the best division in the league, right? And you look at the Ravens, and like Hendo mentioned, they have big questions on the O-line, not a ton of talent at wide receiver. You go to Cleveland, they've got one of the best rosters in the league, top to bottom. But then you're like, that dude that they got under center, I don't think he knows how to play quarterback anymore.
You forgot.
Right? You look at Pittsburgh, they've got a good, solid roster as well. They got some big-time playmakers on the team on both sides of the ball. And then you're like, who's playing quarterback there? And then you got Cincinnati, where you've got, the second best quarterback in the division, a guy who's taken his team to the Super Bowl already. And you've got arguably the best wide receiver duo in the league, arguably, in Chase and T. Higgins. but the dude, I mean, he just showed up with bleach blonde hair, and I don't think he gives a shit about playing. So it's like, who's picking them, right? So like they all seem to have the like a fatal flaw almost. I think the division's a bit of a toss up. You know, we did our early reckless predictions, and I had Baltimore going 10-7. You know, I don't trust the O-line at this point. I think they lose opening weekend to the Chiefs. I think they could lose a couple games early while they're trying to gel, and that could be the difference in that division.
Now, all off season long, silly me, I've been praising the Steelers and how the last 3 years they've compiled this offensive line. Now that they finally have a quarterback, them dudes suck. Your offensive line is horrible.
I don't even think we had our starters in our offensive line.
Yes, you did.
Because Nick Herbert's not a starter.
Except for I think who was it? Your center got hurt.
The center Nick Herbert wasn't a starter. He wasn't a starter. Broderick Jones is playing. Broderick Jones is playing on the opposite side that he normally would play. I think they're going to move him back to the side that he should be playing. So I get what you're saying, though. It wasn't the best showing for the line. That supposedly improved as the year went on last year. So I agree with you.
I've been saying
I agree with you.
Giving you
but we're gonna see what happens. I want to because I don't. To me, preseason 2 game, it's not much you could take from it. I think this next preseason game is going to be really telling for us personally. I don't know as far as the Panthers or Ravens, but I feel like for Steelers, I can't get overhyped because of what happened last year. You know, I thought, Mittens was taking us to the Super Bowl after he was just dropping dimes to, Pickens in the preseason, and then reality hit. It was like, well, that didn't work out.
Even earlier in Philly for him.
Yeah.
Hey, Hendo, are you gonna join us in body or just in spirit tonight?
Just in spirit. Ooh.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm dying. I'm sick.
It's all that vegan food he be eating. Yeah, Jalen Warren is going to be out for a couple weeks now, so it's on Najee.
That doesn't bode well.
It's on Najee.
That's just not good.
No, but right now, Hendo, give me your, because I've been seeing a lot about the Steelers possibly finishing 4th. They haven't finished 4th since 1988. It's just a thing we don't do. But give me where everyone's gonna finish in the division.
First place Baltimore, second place Cleveland, third place Cincinnati, fourth place Pittsburgh.
Yeah, right.
But that doesn't mean Pittsburgh is going to have a losing season.
Sure. Right.
Cleveland 1,
Ooh.
Pittsburgh 2, Baltimore 3, Cincinnati 4.
He just don't have to be smart.
Did he say that on the Ravens roundtable?
I'm making the correct picks to be smart, Hendo. Yes.
You really think they come? I mean, I'm not saying that they probably won't, but third. I mean,
what happens when you can't block and you don't have anybody to throw to?
If that offensive line don't work out, yeah, it's a possibility.
No, are you really a ghost right now? Because I'm looking at your picture.
I am a ghost, bro.
Bro, what is going on?
I'm the ghost of football past.
Did the ink run out right now?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the camera. I don't know.
Yeah.
You ever see when it prints a paper and it doesn't finish? What up, Big Reg? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day.
What's up,
let us know in the comments what you think, how the AFC North is going to shake out. I think it's going to be Ravens 1, Steelers 2, Cleveland.
Cleveland 3.
Cincinnati 4. Cincinnati 4. I don't think Cincinnati is that good. I think they've just been extremely lucky. Cleveland, I don't think they're that good either. There's rumors that Cooper might be going to Dallas in exchange for Lamb from Dallas, but I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't like Cleveland. I think the quarterback is okay, and I think you saw from the Texans how to beat Cleveland and make them look mediocre.
Yeah, but Texans don't play in that division, so
Facts. And technically, kind of, sort of, before Deshaun Watson went out, he did play a good game against Baltimore. So we don't know. He could be turning the corner. Like, Cleveland has one of the best rosters in the NFL.
They do. They have a good roster.
And if after midseason,
best defensive player in the league.
Facts. And if Nick Chubb can come back midseason and be half of what he was,
don't worry. Minka's going to take care of that.
I'm sure.
What's up, Jay? How you doing?
You're all dirty as hell.
Dirty.
Jay, I need you to hit me up because we need to get some Fortnite games in because it's been fun as hell.
Don't you dare.
Don't do it.
What's up, Engraven? Is this a stream about Brandon Ayuk? Apparently not.
Did they finally do something yet?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Engraven, I'll drop the question to you. Give us your...
No, I was going to tell Engraven to tell him to put on some lotion, but go ahead. I don't know what he's...
I don't know what's going on with Hendo tonight. Engraven, drop your where you think everyone's going to finish at end of division. Big Rich has Baltimore, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. So he agrees with me. They sure did it, and I'm glad they did it right. I'm sure hope they did it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this whole Ayuk thing. It's just more annoying now, and the ghost of Endo disappeared.
Shameful.
Look, it's just gonna go off the rails. He looked ashy as hell. I don't know what's going on with him. Not enough cocoa butter. Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, Browns. Oh, he's got Browns finishing fourth. Okay. Shout out to Engraven. Had a great video today. Make sure to check that out. Great videos all around every day. Jergens. Always got to have the Jergens ready.
Yeah, he had a liter bottle.
Yeah, you were saying, Bronny, about Lamar and the offensive line. I feel the same way with Pittsburgh and their offensive line because at the end of the day, we have Russell Wilson, who is been a good quarterback over the years, but people, I've been seeing reports all day, him dunking and diming and not throwing down the field, which we had an issue with before.
Yeah. And
people criticizing that. People criticizing Justin Fields, which I just don't see why we're getting so much criticism. I mean, we could be worse off and have Daniel Jones on our team, but they didn't throw interceptions. They didn't, the fumbles. Yes, those came in the first game, but you got people like Colin Cowherd talking crap. Oh, the Steelers just look horrible, and it's funny because he mentioned. I know we have this subject up with the Ravens, but he was bringing up, oh, well, Tomlin runs two quarterbacks. He had the same quarterback for almost 20 years. I'm sorry, that's going to be hard to get to move on from.
It's hard to replace.
It's very hard to replace.
Welcome back, Endo. The thing with Pittsburgh is, they've had a battle line and they've been trying to rebuild that, right? And they're rebuilding it through the draft, and they pick guys who we all think are good players. We all praise the picks they made, but a lot of times O-line takes a little while to adjust to the NFL. So, it could very well be that they picked several good O-linemen over the last couple of years, and they're not going to come into their own until next year, the year after, something like that. I wouldn't take much away from the preseason. Wait till they get out there and they're playing real games, and you see how they gel and how they perform over the course of the year. But they do need to protect, whether it's Russ or Justin. That's going to be the key to their season, is if they can keep their quarterback upright.
Yeah. Jeremy, so what do you think they'll start? Just looking at it before, which is crazy because we play the AFC North all on our back end. I feel we can go 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6-3, 7-2, 6-3 at worst, maybe 5-4 if we have an off game. But I feel that we're in good shape of who we're playing. There's about 2 teams that we might struggle with. I mean, but that's how I see it. How about you, Hendo? How do you think the Ravens will start off with the first 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games? We'll go 9 games.
Well, to my recollection, if I can remember, I think the first 4 or 5 games is going to be tough. They might start the season 2-3. If that offensive line can't gel, but through the first 9 games, I give them 6-3.
Okay. Jeremy, I want whoever I want to start to win us games. I don't care who starts. I just want them to win it. I just want them to win us games. That's all I care about.
It'll be Justin Fields. They look better with him.
It didn't look bad with Russ. I mean, yeah, they went for it on 4th downs. They were doing some stuff. I don't know. It was kind of weird.
Alexander.
What's up, Ben? How you doing? Shout out to my man, part of the Magic community.
Okay, my question is, have the Ravens and Bengals been finishing ahead of the Steelers? Yes.
Just for a couple times. Nothing crazy. All right. Well, let's get into it. Who do you think, Hendo, should be quarterback number 1 for the Steelers?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. And why is that?
Listen, if you have the choice between garbage and trash, you always take trash. It sounds better. Garbage just sounds disturbing, so you take trash. But in all sincerity, I just think if you're looking between these 2 quarterbacks for the future, Justin Fields is younger. I think he has more upside to him. So if you want to know what you're going to have with him, and if you're going to re-sign him, let him play. See what he can do for this team and see if he can progress throughout the year. Then that way, hey, now we have a franchise quarterback for cheap because he's not going to cost you $40-50 million a year. Russ, I don't know, for 1 year, but he might, just Jordan Love. You never know. But I just think that Russ, he's on the downside of his career. Even if he goes out there and has a good year, how long are you going to keep him in Pittsburgh? Not that long. So I would go with Justin.
What about you, Brodney?
I would go with Fields as well. Well, I mean, look, the reality is you got to let them battle it out, and whoever plays better, that needs to be your starter, right? Now, I can see Russ winning the job, going out there and then playing like Russ, and then Justin Fields comes in. But I think that Justin has the upside. I think he was poorly coached in Chicago, and he was in a bad situation. He's shown flashes many, many times of that he can be a playmaking quarterback. But they're in the room with him. They're in practice with him every day. They should know. They should have a good idea of what they have in him. And if they believe he has that upside still, then he should be the starter. Because, like Hendo said, Russ is going to be there this year, and then he'll be out.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Suge. It seems to me,
which you are always. Sorry.
Okay. It seems to me like the team rallies more around Justin Fields than they do Russell.
Well, nobody likes Russ.
I mean, that's true too. But also, if your offensive line for the season looks the way that it looked in the preseason, you're going to want a quarterback that can do something with his legs and not just stand back there and get beat up.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like the team looks at Fields and, like you said, they look at the future, because you can't look at Russ and be like, "Oh, that's our QB of the future." Like, again, Tomlin has had one QB for 20 years. It's gonna people underestimate what that pick was and what that did for the franchise. Like that was not supposed to happen. Like if you would have said, "Oh, Big Ben's going to be this, all-time great," he would have got drafted earlier. Nobody knew that. Everyone thought Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning were going to be,
Well, Philip was better than him, so.
And he got drafted pretty high from a guy from Miami.
He did. Yeah, he did.
And there were a lot of teams that were trying to trade up to actually get him before the 7th. I think he was the 7th pick. Before then, they were trying to trade up. So
17,
teams knew.
Yeah. 17.
Well,
yeah. But shout out to Baltimore
in that Joe Flacco range.
Yeah, but shout out to Baltimore for taking out Tommy Maddox for us. Really appreciate it.
Worst thing we ever did.
Steelers fixed up the O-line, but outside of Pickens, Harris, Freiermuth, no other pass catches put fear in the opponent's hearts. I mean,
I would
Calvin Austin.
I would take Harris out. I would take Harris out and put in Warren.
Well, Warren's hurt. He's going to be out for a little bit.
So just take Harris out.
So disrespectful. I don't get it.
It's not disrespectful. He's not
good. He's not good. I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be. He's not good.
He's better than Derrick Henry.
No, he's not.
Old Derrick Henry.
No, he's not.
He's still not.
We could bet on it. Who's going to put up more yards this year?
Let's bet.
That's not. No, I wouldn't bet on that because the Ravens don't like to have a dominant rusher in terms of their stats.
Hey, nobody asked you to chime in. Okay, this is between me and Hendo.
But still,
I'm about to lose his job.
But Najee gets benched though. So I mean,
he hasn't been benched before. Why would he get benched now?
First of all, just because you start a game, still means you can get benched during the game.
Hasn't happened to you yet on Ravens Roundtable.
I'm waiting for that to happen, bro. Put in a word.
Calvin Austin III is unproven. Van Jefferson is still vertical threat, and Russ will have to check it down to somebody like Warren. Warren is he hurt, so Najee is it. Yeah, I think Najee's going to have a great year. I don't know why everyone hating on him.
No one's hating on him. He just hasn't been good for 3 years.
He's been okay. Still got 1,000 yards.
It's a 17-game season. You better get 1,000 yards.
Well, it's the last year was the first time it was a 7-game season. 17-game season. 17. I said 17. It wasn't last year was the first time?
I think it was the second year.
Okay. Wow. Okay, second year. My apologies.
I'm sorry. I mean, if
wrong,
somebody runs you a lot and you average under 4 yards a carry, I mean, if you continue to run the ball, you're going to get 1,000 yards.
Yeah. He's like Vinny Testaverde, right? Like Vinny Testaverde, he's up there in the career passing total because people just kept running his ass out there until he was 45. And he was like, I'll throw it. I don't care.
Can we get a moment of silence for Ben?
What
happened? Derek Carr and Dennis Allen. Sorry for you, bro. Sorry for you. But heard Spencer Ratliff is coming. Ratliff.
Yeah, heard he's looking good.
Heard he's maturing.
Heard he's kind of a dick though.
Oh no! If you saw him on that QB1 thing, he was.
And his logo looks like a dick. It's like you should have focus tested that a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
You got Chris Olave.
And Rashid Shaheed.
All right, we're gonna get into it.
You know what? I thought we were getting out of here.
Line ranking QBs. We're doing 10.
10? That's too many.
Bro, what the fourth and Nugan?
No. So I'm gonna give you guys a QB.
All right.
Well, here's how it's gonna work though.
All right, man.
I'm gonna give you a QB, and you guys are going to rank them, agreeing to it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No, I'm not. I'll tell you that right now.
All right. Here we go.
Let's go.
Bryce Young, 32.
Fuck you.
Here we go. Get ready. All right. First QB. Troy Aikman.
10.
10. Oh Lord.
Caleb is not gonna be happy with you guys.
I mean, bro, look at his stats, bro. He has a
Is this
200 passes.
are you doing 10 mediocre quarterbacks or is this 10 greats?
Well, yeah,
It's gonna be 10 quarterbacks.
God
just-
damn it.
You don't know
all
where they're
ranges.
gonna go. Yeah.
Bro,
All right.
Whatever. Still 10.
Lamar Jackson.
1.
1.
1.
Well,
Ben
I don't
Roethlisberger.
know
Ben
who the
Roethlisberger.
other 8 are going to be.
True. Ben
Sugar
Roethlisberger. 9. Just put him at 9 right now.
Lamar Jackson.
Ben Roethlisberger. Put him at 9.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton 4.
4. See, Brian, we right. We here, bro.
Yeah, that's because you're biting. Sorry though.
Wow, we said at the same time.
Manning 4. Manning 4. All right.
Really good.
Otto Graham.
9.
No.
9.
6.
Wow.
All right, let's split the difference. Put him at 8.
You go ahead. You go ahead and put him at 8.
Otto Graham was the man back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. We ain't back in the day no more.
All right. Jim Kelly.
9.
I'm giving Jim Kelly the 7 spot.
Ooh.
All right, which one? 7 or 9?
7. 7. I don't know, Jay.
Otto Graham has 174 touchdowns and 135 interceptions.
Aaron Rodgers.
6.
3.
Ooh, that's a disparity there. All right, you guys better talk this one out.
He's what,
5.
the 4-time MVP?
I mean, you know.
I'll give you 5 for the drugs and the conspiracies.
And the lack of playoff success.
He's won a Super Bowl.
And that's true. Yeah, we can put him at 5.
5.
And for being an asshole. Yeah.
How come everybody got their full name but Peyton? It's disrespectful.
Bro.
And he's the only one on this list who has somebody else who will have the same last name.
Facts.
That's true. All right. Baltimore great.
Johnny
Joe
U?
Flacco.
Oh,
God damn it. 9.
9. Bet you wish you
Why
put
you
Otto
get
at
so-
9 now, don't you?
Not really.
All
Flack was right. Flack was right where he needs to be.
right, this is gonna get fun. Hold on one.
Oh Lord.
All right, this is gonna be fun now. CJ Stroud.
6.
6.
I can't wait for this reaction.
Oh shit.
Dak Prescott.
11.
I just drafted him, so I got to put him at 3.
All right, and the last one going into the number 2 spot.
Cam Newton.
I was actually gonna do Cam Newton.
Jake Delhomme.
I knew it.
I was actually gonna do Cam Newton,
That's right. Right where you
but
belong.
but
Change it now.
unfortunately,
Don't change it now.
no, it's not Cam.
You can't change it now.
Oh yeah, that works.
Patrick Mahomes. How you feeling about this list?
I think that's a mighty fine list.
It is.
Because
Except-
somebody will look at CJ Stroud like, oh, CJ is too high. But like, if CJ, Jim Kelly, Otto, Joe, and Troy were standing in front of you right now, who you gonna take?
Pretty much.
you gonna take CJ?
Pretty much, yeah.
Troy Aikman is 18 touchdown ass.
Yeah.
Get 3 out of the
I
top
can already
10.
hear Caleb. Nobody hands off the ball like Troy.
If I could just put
Why you-
a little bit lower.
I'm assuming Prescott would go
11. And we would just leave
Top
one spot.
10.
We would leave one spot open.
So disrespectful.
Fuck Dallas.
Wow.
Wow, why are you so angry right now?
They lost me a goddamn championship, losing to Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
Yes, I do have 2 Cowboys on this list.
And no Steelers.
No Steelers, because he's a Ravens fan.
No,
Got two
because
Ravens
I
on the
knew
list.
because
Two
is there
Ravens
2
on the
Ravens?
list.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
Mhm.
Because you're a Ravens fan. We know.
Mhm.
I'm not a Ravens fan.
But you picked more Ravens than Steelers.
How did you pick these names? That's for me to know.
First of all, Jose, I didn't show up late.
Quarterbacks in
Never
Pittsburgh.
late.
You ain't picked neither one of them.
Right, Jose?
I
What's
wasn't
that?
late.
So you picked 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in Pittsburgh. You didn't pick either one of them.
Because I didn't want to show favoritism.
Mm-hmm. You did to your Baltimore Ravens by putting Joe Flacco in there.
Facts.
Showing any favoritism to Baltimore.
That's right. That's right, Ben. We're all Ravens fans around here.
Oh,
Can't even hear Hendo anymore.
yeah, can't hear you anymore, Hendo.
Good.
Okay, I can hear you now. Talking all loud and shit.
You said you couldn't hear me. The fuck?
Hey, Ronnie, what you notice once he put the lotion on, he's back to a normal self.
I had to lotion up the lens. No, I had to restart my computer.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's very relaxing music. I need to start playing Stardew Valley again.
Did they do the update?
They put out a major update not too long ago.
Because we haven't played that game in a while.
It's a great game. It's a great.
It's a good game to relax to, but it's an annoying game because after working all day,
I
don't wanna come home and-
relax. So
Yes, Ben. I think so.
what happened?
I have a question. You guys seen Mahomes?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I would right now today. I would already take Mahomes over Brady. But there's a lot of quarterbacks that I would take over Tom Brady, as I think he is the most accomplished, not the best.
Jeremy, not again.
Wow.
I heard about this game. No,
I'm not going to play that.
What is it, from the 1920s?
No, it's a
No.
Chinese game about the what is it called? A Journey to the West or whatever. It's an old Chinese myth that this developer made into a game. You know, it doesn't look bad, but it has that kind of Dark Souls, actiony look to it. I can't do it. Plus, I heard it's pretty buggy.
Marvel Rivals is probably what I'm gonna be playing next.
What was that?
That's just if you know what Overwatch is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just Overwatch with Marvel characters.
No, thank
That's
you.
all it is. Yeah. Well, you don't like playing those kind of games. I downloaded the first Ascension. I haven't played it yet. I've been really been playing Fort lately a lot, and then obviously Magic when I can play.
Yes, he didn't say college football 25. Where
You know why? Do you want to know why, Bronny? Do you want to know why that fucking the game?
It's part of an online league.
You want to know why that game's been pissing me off? Because
you keep throwing the same passes, saying this time it'll work.
no, I throw different passes.
Just like Jose.
But I don't understand how a middle linebacker can jump 10 feet in the air to intercept me every freaking time.
That doesn't
when he's not even near the ball.
Especially if you're using the new passing system that lets you arc the ball over the middle of the field. But that's all right though.
It don't let me arc nothing.
Yes,
It
you're just doing it wrong.
They should.
Don't let me arc nothing.
They should.
What's up?
Your
Yes,
wide receiver running here, the defender right here. But as soon as you throw the ball, he just
Soon as you throw the ball, all of a sudden that defender's boom. I'm like, I'm good. Like and then I lost to Ohio State.
Okay,
in
that's respectable.
Oh, you want to know what really it started, Bronny? I got into my second year as a QB, and my third game was against Florida State. And every damn time I kept throwing a pick, restarting, throwing a pick. Eventually, I was like, I'm just gonna simulate it. and they beat me like 27 to something, and they were 0-2. I was 2-0.
You sound mad aggressive for this STV music, man.
I'm very mad.
Maybe you need to tone it down.
I'm very mad. You guys excited? WNBA is back.
Yeah.
I am super excited about it.
Even though my Sky aren't doing anything from the front office, you know, they're coming back. Camila Cardoso's playing now.
She's playing good.
Yeah, she is.
Angel Reese is playing
19 and 20 the other day.
playing outstanding.
You know, maybe if they went out and maybe they told their GM to wake up and do something, you know.
Right.
That's all right, though. Ain't my business.
That's all right. Next year will be better.
Hopefully, you guys get Paige.
That's a long
I don't know
shot.
why. I don't think Juju's coming out next year. I think she's going to stay.
No, she can't come out next year.
She's only a junior. I mean, a sophomore.
Yeah, she has to. She has 2 more years, at least.
Yeah.
She's coming out the year they add Toronto.
Well, she don't want to go to Toronto because certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
She too old.
That is true.
That is true. Clark had the rest and showed. Clark's been playing good. I like what she's been doing. They have a
They
good,
went off from 3 the other day. I don't know if you were watching when they were playing Seattle.
What Hall? Yeah.
It wasn't even just her. The rest of them too. They killed Seattle from 3, but Seattle just went out and signed Gabby Williams.
Gabby Wilson. Yeah, Gabby Wilson Williams from the French team.
Yeah,
so.
Bringing her back.
Chicago could have did that.
No, she said she's never going to play for Chicago again.
Oh,
yeah, because Angel Reese tweeted at her.
I mean, if you offer her enough money, maybe.
It's because they're the reason
They
she's
disrespect.
not in the
They
WNBA
disrespect
right
me.
now.
Man.
So she said no, thank you to that.
Maybe next year, Sky.
It's cool
Maybe.
that everybody else is kind of gearing up for a playoff run in Chicago. It's like, what do you mean?
As long as we make it, we're fine.
What do you guys think about the guy? I don't know his name. I know Brandon, you'll know. Saying that NFL players just won't be able to show up and make the flag football team.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be talking about that tomorrow.
Okay.
Push Doucette. Look, I told Jose, reading the quote initially, right? He said, "Hey, we're the ones who built up this game to the point where it got to be an Olympic sport. We should get the spots on the team." And I understand that, and there is some merit to that, but the best players go. Now there is a group of people who think that those guys are just better at flag football than the NFL players would be at flag football. I don't agree, but but let them go out on the field and prove it.
Right? Like you don't think Patrick Mahomes just do a behind the back pass in a football game would not be able to perform in a flag football game?
If you want to give it to them and say, hey, in the open field they're better because NFL players are used to the contact, they're used to tackling, and they're used to completely avoiding physical contact. Okay, I'll give you that, but the quarterbacks obviously are better in the NFL. I mean, no offense, Mr. Doucette. And don't tell me that any of these guys are covering NFL wide receivers or any of these dudes are getting open on NFL corners.
Thanks.
Like you remember when Steve Smith, I forget who it was. It might have been Jalen Ramsey, but when he stuck out his one hand and grabbed his chest and Duke couldn't get Steve Smith off of him. He kept on trying to knock his arm away.
Yeah.
And Steve was holding him. Like every NFL corner will do that to every one of their wide receivers. They'll never even get off the line.
Yeah, that's what about you, Henry? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I kind of agree with Brady. Like, yes, you helped build this thing up with the help of the NFL sponsoring you and promoting you, but you helped build it up. But come on, guy. Come on. We'll Christian Leighton you and have you come on the team with the rest of us.
I'll say, reserve a couple spots for those guys.
Right.
And then the real players can take the rest.
Because then after you
Pros versus Joes was a great show.
Listen, I did tell her too. I think that ultimately You should just be pushing for tackle football in the Olympics, because they are fundamentally different sports.
Mhm.
I don't know if I want to see America crack freaking South Korea.
I don't know that you would see that, because there is an international federation for tackle football, and the U.S. did not win the tournament. This
Well,
year.
yeah, because we sent like high schoolers over there.
I mean, you would still think that the U.S. we are the only ones who play it.
I mean, they're catching up
Who?
Catching up.
to high schoolers.
Yeah.
Bringing the dream team.
Pros versus Joes was one of the great. Like, I miss TV like that. Like, I miss those old TV shows that just were like just awesome. We don't have that anymore. We just have news and Netflix. That's it.
I mean, but Netflix is where the shows are, though.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but they're not. But we don't have shows like that, like Pros versus Joes. Remember those like reality, like not reality, but like gaming shows.
That's because you refuse to watch Love Is Blind, sir.
That is
we
true.
still have.
First off, hold up. I said we should do a show on Love Is Blind.
But
You choose that now.
First of all, you don't even.
I would watch it. I would start watching it.
It's about the love, man. We don't want you. It's not obligation.
Isn't love obligation?
Well, they play flag football in the pros now.
Now they do.
But
Yeah, they do.
I can imagine one of those flag footballers trying to catch Lamar Jackson or Tyreek Hill.
All right.
Well, you see, homeboy that
would completely dominate that format.
Destroy them.
the track and field star talking about Tyreek Hill now. You know, he's just trying to make a name for himself.
First off, don't call him the track and field star. He's got one gold medal. Call him the
that
track
guy.
and field athlete, the track athlete.
You're so
The
disrespectful.
participant.
You're so
The Olympic
disrespectful.
participant.
You're
He
so
didn't
disrespectful.
win that race. The dude
First of all-
is clearly across the line.
First of all, him and his mother sat inside of a luxury vehicle and was like, the 100 is my mistress and the 200 is my wife. Well, you lost your wife that day because you couldn't keep her.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, that's what him and his mama said. We know
No,
who
no,
it
no,
is,
yeah.
Jeremy. We know who it is, Jeremy. We're just not mentioning his name. But yeah, that's supposed to be your go-to. That's supposed to be your go-to race. That's the race you're known for.
He ain't won it yet. He ain't win the last time either.
Yeah.
I know, Hendo, you maybe not watched the fight, but I want to get Rodney's take because I know they don't really talk about it as much anymore. UFC, Israel Adesanya versus DDP. DDP won, submitting him.
Card.
What happened?
I said, fuck every bit of that card.
It wasn't that great.
That card.
Did you bet on it? Did you bet on it? That's why.
I don't bet on stuff, Suge. I'm
Right,
not
okay.
That's you.
degenerate Derek in there. I don't place bets. I watch things for entertainment.
It wasn't a great card. It wasn't a great card.
Izzy's finished. Adesanya's done. Like, that's a guy who, and no disrespect to Duplessis, you know, he's a decent fighter, but that's a guy that Adesanya would have finished in the first round a few years ago. And he's at that point now. You know, we saw Anderson Silva get there. We saw Roy Jones get there. When you have those really stylish counterpunchers who rely a lot on their athleticism as opposed to actually blocking, you know, that once they lose a step, as it were, you know, they start getting caught, and that's it. You know, he gets the last two fights with Duplessis and Sean Strickland. He got hit more than I've ever seen him get hit. You know, and once that starts happening, that's it. It's over.
That's right.
But I will say this: Duplessis, he did not win a great prize, because it looks like the prize he won is Alex Pereira moving back down to knock him out.
I don't think they said that's probably not going to happen because Strickland has he gets his fight first and then maybe, but like Alex had a hard time getting down to the weight. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it.
Alex said, "I'm gonna do it."
If he makes it, hey, it's gonna be a great fight. Like, but wouldn't you rather see Alex versus Jones? Like, that's the fight we all want.
I don't think that fight will ever happen.
You don't think so?
Nah. The fight for John Jones was in Ngannou, and they didn't make that. And I don't think they're going to make a Pereira fight with him. Pereira. Like, I think it would be an interesting fight, but I don't think he would beat John Jones.
John Jones still fighting?
No, not really.
No, not really. He's either hurt or
I thought he enjoyed drugs too much.
he enjoys going skiing. Yes.
So they go hand in hand. And
Okay.
The
leagues,
how do you
leagues, and all that. It's
how
not,
do you feel about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight that's supposed to be happening again?
man, I just.
Bruh.
I'd like to believe that Mike will go in there and knock him out, right? But I also don't think that Jake Paul will ever pick a fight with someone who will actually hurt him. Yeah, I don't think he expected Tommy Fury to be able to beat him, right? Like that was the one clean, like straight fight that he booked. He's like, I can beat Tommy Fury, but he couldn't. And outside of that, he's very carefully picking opponents with name value who he knows
Need money
or won't beat him, or completely washed up, already no name boxers. He fought like one or two of them, but in terms of like actual danger in the ring, he's not interested in that.
as long as they keep paying.
And people keep buying the pay-per-views.
He's gonna keep doing it.
And look, and that's great. I mean, he's it's entertainment, right? He's not a serious boxer. Nobody but diehard Jake Paul fans think he's a serious. So, like, if people find it entertaining, and he's getting a lot of these MMA guys paid more than they've ever made in their lives, that's great. I don't have any problem with it. It's not something that I like watching.
Yeah. Could you do it, Suge? Could you do it? If he was like, bruh, I'm gonna give you this extra money to let me knock you out in front of your family, would you swallow your pride and take the money?
Yeah, you would. He would. Suge would take that check. He'd take the dive, and the next morning he'd be on Twitter telling everybody it was fixed.
Give the money right back.
All right. Well, I said we were only going to be here 45, and Henda kept us here for over 45. So,
You want to tell
that being said, Hendo, since you got the lotion on, can you let people know where they can find you and all your great content?
Looking smooth.
Yes. You could find me at ashleylarry23.com. Or you can find me on the RougPod. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
When does your new Sunday show start?
Bro, you asked me this the other day. I never said I was doing a Sunday show.
Y'all are doing a Sunday show.
Who is y'all? You and him?
You Why would I say y'all if it included me? It's you and Suge.
I'm fine doing videos.
Mm-hmm.
Have you even been doing those?
I have, and
I don't ever get any notifications.
My brother says the same thing. It's amazing how you two are the only ones that don't get notifications.
He just called you a liar without saying it.
He is a liar.
I'm talking about you.
His face lie?
Yeah, and even if you go to church.
Yeah.
Especially.
I'm a good Christian man. Ronnie, let the people know where they can find you and your great content.
You can find me over on Lunch Break Hot Take. We do a live show every Wednesday evening, 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time, followed up by the overtime show for patrons. You can find me, I don't know why Hendo didn't say this, but you can find me on Monday as well over on the Ravens Roundup, over on Sip to Tally Films with Coach Evans, with my brother Jose, with OTR Mike, with Chris Just Joking from the Deep Cover Pod. You can find me here on Tuesdays at
Whatever time
we're trying to do a little earlier.
And that's about it, I think.
How about not at all?
Well, no rankings.
I mean, we'll see.
No old man gamers.
No,
We'll see.
that hasn't been a thing for years.
He's so grumpy today.
Ain't he?
I'm not, okay. Well, first of all, I told you I'm not feeling well, but this isn't me grumpy. This is relaxed because I was listening to Stardew Valley music.
Just be every day
And then you turned it off.
grumpy.
Not grumpy.
I want to get out of here. I'm tired. It's been a long day.
It has, bruh. And people want to keep live streaming for what? Nobody want to live stream no more.
Wow, talk about grumpy.
Moana, make way.
Is it because you gotta put so much lotion on before you get on camera?
Yeah, bruh.
It sounded like sandpaper.
Yeah, bruh. I wash my hands a lot.
Jay said you had a liter of Jergens.
Yeah. No, my wife asked me that one time. She said, "Why is your lotion bottle so big?" Like what? That's like, first of all, shut up.
Chai tea. You drink chai tea, Jay?
First of all, you're saying TT.
That's not how you spell chai.
I mean, but chai is the word for tea.
That's all right.
I understand. It's very calming tea.
I mean, you don't drink it because you're vegan, so
I might try some. I need something. I need some rest. Like I'm tired of getting like an hour sleep per night.
That's not good.
I know I'll be just laying in the bed and I just like toss and turn and then 5:30.
I did this conversations for after we get offline. So you guys have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Talk to y'all later.
See y'all.